everyone. Om Shanti. Welcome to the session. My name is Sonali and I'm from Befikar Patang team. We are a group of volunteers that intend to provide mental health awareness. हमारे आज के सेशन का टॉपिक है स्पिरिचुअलिटी विद प्रैक्टिकलिटी। हम इस सेशन में सीखेंगे कि हम स्पिरिचुअलिटी को अपनी प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ में कैसे इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं। So I'd like to welcome our guest speaker, PK Hitesh Bhaiji. He is a meditation instructor and a spiritual guide. By profession, he is a mechanical engineer and he's currently serving Brahmakumaris headquarters, Mount Abu.
Thank you so much. I'm honored. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. And ये जो session है हमारा, we are going to cover 8 aspects of well-being. आप इसमें इसके बारे में बात करेंगे और we also have a special guest speaker, BK Dinesh भाई जी. So जो हमारे aspects हैं वो है emotional, physical, environmental, higher purpose, social, intellectual, occupational, and financial. So I'd request you to start with this.
Such a beautiful topics to talk about, that spirituality with practicality. क्योंकि अगर बात करें how do we know that we are spiritual, है ना? We can see how we can see that a person is spiritual or not by his behavior, by his nature, by his deeds, कि वो क्या सोच रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, कैसे बोल रहे हैं. कई बार क्या होता है कि बहुत से लोग स्पिरिचुअल, ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत से लोग होते हैं, बट कई बार वो एक्शंस में दिखाई नहीं देता है. अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही मैं किसी से मिला था, वो बहुत ही हाई पोजीशन पे थे, डॉक्टर थे, एंड वी टॉक्ड अ लॉट अबाउट स्पिरिचुअलिटी, that this is what spirituality is. This is feeling your consciousness, feeling that soul, that your subtle body. But along the talk, when I was talking to him, he discussed with me that I have this issue, I had that issue, I had drinking issue. So I asked him that knowledge is one thing. You read a lot of books, you earn a lot of money, but if it is not reflecting on your behavior, then you're not actually spiritual, right? Exactly. And sometimes what happens, we tend to receive more knowledge. People who receive more knowledge become more arrogant. They start treating other people like that, they are not that much elevated. But the basic rule of spirituality is that being humble, accepting everyone as they are, right? And there is a preconceived notion, wrong beliefs around spirituality, which I commonly face, that people say that the spirituality thing is not for young people like you. It is, we have to do it when we will be 60, when we are done with everything, then we have to be spiritual. So then I tell them that जो लाइफ के बड़े बड़े डिसीजंस हैं, जो इम्पोर्टेंट डिसीजंस हैं, वो हमने अभी लेने हैं, या वो हमने जब हम 60 कर हो जाएंगे, सब कुछ कर लेंगे, तब लेने हैं. आई आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन टू किड्स आल्सो. आंसर यही है कि अभी लेने हैं डिसीजन. तो मेडिटेशन कब करना है, खुश कब होना है, अभी होना है, या when my life is about to end, when I'm ready to die, तब मुझे थोड़ा सा peace, happiness feel हो. The answer is we have to feel the happiness, peace right here, right now. Success भी अगर चाहिए, physical level पर success चाहिए, even if we want a healthy body, even if we want to be a good leader, a good relationship person, then we have to imbibe spirituality. So I would love to talk about all the aspects which have been given to me, and will share my experience that how spirituality helps in every segment of our life.
That's wonderful. So let's start with that. Our first topic is emotional. So आप प्लीज बताएं कि इमोशनली हम कैसे इम्यून रहते हैं, हाउ डू वी हैव दैट इमोशनल फ्रीडम?
Yeah, see, we earn so much money, we get so much knowledge, we achieve so much on the physical aspect, we make our kids achieve so much on the academic side, co-curricular activities, everything. But we kids do not know how to handle the emotions, then it is not really going to help, right?
Right.
Because everything, smallest of the decisions we take in our life decides our destiny, right? हम छोटे छोटे जो डिसीजंस ले रहे हैं वो हमारी डेस्टिनी को डिसाइड कर रहा है. अभी भी कुछ लोगों ने डिसाइड किया कि ओके लेट मी अटेंड द सेशन, सो इट इज डिसाइडिंग आवर डेस्टिनी. So
Exactly.
similarly, if we do not know that what are our emotions, ये emotions होते क्या हैं और ये unpleasant और pleasant emotions क्या होते हैं, अगर हम वो समझेंगे नहीं तो the words negativity is going to pull us and it is going to make bad decisions. We are bound to make bad decisions. तो इमोशनल इम्यूनिटी समझनी है कि वो क्या होती है एंड हाउ स्पिरिचुअलिटी हेल्प्स, राइट? सो first thing which we learn through spirituality is that focusing on the self, अपना ध्यान अपने ऊपर and taking the responsibility of how you feel, what are your emotions. तो जब हम ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले लेते हैं, जब हम ये समझ जाते हैं दैट इट्स ऑल अबाउट मी, आई हैव टू कॉन्कर माई सेल्फ, आई हैव टू करेक्ट माई सेल्फ, तो एक जर्नी शुरू होती है अपने आप को ट्रांसफॉर्म करने की, चेंज करने की. सो जो इमोशंस होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं, कोई भी एक सिचुएशन आती है तो कैसा हम उसके बारे में सोचते हैं, कैसा हमारे अंदर वो इमोशंस आते हैं. इट कैन बी ऑफ फियर, इट कैन बी ऑफ सैडनेस, इट कैन बी ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट, इट कैन बी ऑफ हैप्पीनेस, इट कैन बी ऑफ जॉय, इट कैन बी ऑफ नेगेटिविटी. तो ये इमोशंस हैं हमारे जो इमीडिएटली आते हैं, इम्पल्सिव होते हैं. ये कोई भी सिचुएशन आती है, मैं कैसे रिएक्ट करूंगा वो हमारे इमोशंस डिसाइड करते हैं. सो अगर ये कुछ लोग बोलते हैं आई एम वेरी इमोशनल, मैं इमोशनल हो जाता हूँ, मुझे समझ नहीं आता है मैं क्या करूँ, तो थोड़ा सा इसको करेक्ट करना है ना. इमोशन सब में होते हैं, बट हमने क्या सोच लिया है दैट ओनली नेगेटिव इमोशंस एग्जिस्ट. हम ये सोचते हैं कि मैं इमोशनल हूँ इसका मतलब है इट्स नेगेटिव, कि मैं रिएक्ट कर देता हूँ, मुझे गुस्सा आ जाता है, मैं अटैच हो जाता हूँ लोगों से. बट द रियल मीनिंग इज वी ऑल हैव इमोशंस. विदाउट इमोशंस लाइफ इज नॉट पॉसिबल. बट let's categorize the pleasant emotions, unpleasant emotions. Simple. So when we understand spirituality, when we become spiritual, when we consider ourselves to be an energy, we take responsibility of our emotions. तो हम ये सोच लेते हैं कि if I'm feeling good, I am responsible for it. And if I'm feeling bad, my thought process is responsible for it. तो इमोशनल होना गलत नहीं है, बट अनप्लेजेंट इमोशंस हमारे अंदर हैं. आई हैव टू कॉन्कर इट, आई हैव टू रिमूव इट एंड आई हैव टू रिप्लेस इट विद द पॉजिटिव इमोशंस. तो वो हो जाता है, बट इट स्टार्ट्स विद अ थॉट प्रोसेस, विद चेंजिंग आवर रॉन्ग बिलीफ सिस्टम्स जो हमने पकड़े हुए हैं, जो हम उसको समझ लेते हैं दैट दिस इज द ट्रुथ. सो वी हैव टू चेंज इट स्पिरिचुअली, है ना. स्पिरिचुअल वे में हमें उसे करना है, फिर हम हमारे जो लाइफ के डिसीजंस हैं वो सही हो जाते हैं. रीजन बीइंग, लेट्स से आई हैव अ हैबिट ऑफ गेटिंग फियरफुल. सो व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू, अगर मैं कुछ भी करना चाहूंगा तो मुझे फियर आएगा लोगों से मिलने में, पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में, कुछ भी नया ट्राई करने में. दिस इज इमोशन, दिस इज नेगेटिव इमोशन. I have to change it. I have to understand my that this is where I feel fearful. है ना, यहाँ उसको हमें चेंज करना है. तो जब हम उसे चेंज करते हैं तब हमारे अंदर वी कैन रिप्लेस दैट नेगेटिव इमोशन विद द पॉजिटिव इमोशन, कि मुझे डरने की क्या जरूरत है, डरने की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है, एक्चुअली में तो वो फियर है नहीं। तो वो जो रिएक्ट करने की जगह वी टेक अ ब्रेक एंड वी डिसाइड। बट ये चीजें कब करनी होंगी, हमें पहले करनी होगी जब सिचुएशन नहीं है, द सिचुएशंस आर नॉट देयर। वी कैन डिसाइड what my reaction is going to be, how am I going to feel in that moment. So this is what spirituality is. This is why we say कि रोज सुबह एक टू बी लिस्ट बनानी है, एक स्वमान उसको पकड़ना है कि हमें यही प्रैक्टिस करना है। तो क्या होगा, जब भी कोई सिचुएशन आएगी, जब भी माइंड इधर उधर जाएगा, वी कैन डिसाइड आवर रिस्पॉन्स। तो धीरे 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 वो जो हमारा नेगेटिव इमोशन है ऑफ गेटिंग फियरफुल, ऑफ गेटिंग अटैच, ऑफ गेटिंग नेगेटिविटी, वो चेंज हो जाएगा, धीरे धीरे चेंज होने लग जाएगा।
So जैसे आपने बताया, we have to start changing our beliefs. It's all about the beliefs. जैसे हमारे beliefs है वैसे हमारे thoughts होंगे, जैसे हमारे thoughts हैं वैसे हम we will be feeling towards a particular thing.
राइट राइट। एंड इमोशंस हम ज्यादातर उस बारे में बोलते हैं, हम कहते हैं कि यार मैंने ना इमोशनल होकर डिसीजन ले लिया, मुझे ना थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिकल होकर सोचना चाहिए था। ज्यादातर इस चीज में हम वी मेक मिस्टेक्स इन दिस। तो उसका मतलब ये है दैट वी आर नॉट डिटैच्ड, डिटैच्ड इन द सेंस दैट we feel that somebody is responsible for it, I am responsible for someone, uh, I am responsible for that person's life, है ना। मतलब हम सोचते हैं मैं नहीं हुआ तो पता नहीं उसका क्या होगा, है ना, बीट फाइनेंशियली बीट इमोशनली। हम फिर इमोशनल होकर डिसीजन ले लेते हैं कि ओके ठीक है, मैं नहीं होऊंगा तो पता नहीं इसका क्या हो जाएगा। सी, इन दैट पॉइंट आई हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड, कुछ चीजों में हो सकता है कि अगर हम नहीं हुए तो हो सकता है कोई भी उनकी हेल्प ना करे, हमें इसे पॉजिटिव सेंस में लेना है। बट कई बार क्या होता है, दिस इज आवर ईगो which says that if you would not be there, then that person is not going to, no one is going to help that person। ये हमारी ईगो है, ये सच नहीं है ना। सी आई रिमेम्बर वन थिंग कि कभी भी ये नहीं सोचना है कि सामने वाला परेशान है, दुखी है तो मैं उसकी हेल्प कर देता हूँ, उसके साथ रहकर उसको उसकी किसी तरीके से हेल्प देकर। नहीं, हमें उसे वीक नहीं करना है। अगर हम ये कर रहे हैं तो ये हमारी ईगो है दैट इफ आई एम नॉट देयर देन उनकी कोई हेल्प नहीं कर सकता, देखो मैं कितना बड़ा हूँ, देखो मैंने कितना कुछ किया है ना। ये हमारे अंदर आता है और फिर हम रिग्रेट करते हैं। तो हमें ये एक्सपीरियंस करना है दैट लाइक वी मेडिटेट इनिशियली दैट पूरी दुनिया का बोझ मेरे कंधों पर नहीं है, मुझे कुछ चीजें करनी है पर मैं सब कुछ नहीं कर सकता हूँ। आई हैव टू बिकम डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम पीपल सिचुएशन, उनकी भावनाओं में बहना नहीं है, उनसे थोड़ा ऊपर होकर आई हैव टू रेडिएट माई सेल्फ एट हायर फ्रीक्वेंसी। बड़ी पिक्चर देखनी है, थोड़ा बड़ा कुछ देखना है कि अच्छा प्रोज एंड कॉन्स देखने हैं, फ्यूचर देखना है, पास्ट चेक करना है, देन ओनली विल बी एबल टू टेक अ गुड डिसीजन। तो इन शॉर्ट व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी डोंट हैव टू रिएक्ट, we don't have to go into our emotions which are already there, which are negative because of many negative programming। हमें उसको चेंज करना है, उसको चेंज करने के लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम देना होगा, स्पेस क्रिएट करना होगा बिटवीन माय रिएक्शन, स्पिरिचुअलिटी जो अच्छी चीजें सुनी समझी उसको बार बार याद कराना है, तो वो हमारा इंस्टिंक्ट बन जाएगा, हमारे इमोशंस प्लेजेंट हो जाएंगे।
Got it. And even for the right decision making, detach होके वो decisions लेने हैं, पूरा पूरा समझ के, पूरा एनालाइज करके करना है।
राइट, रिएक्ट नहीं करना है। रिएक्ट इन द सेंस कि हम फिर अपने इमोशंस में बहकर कर रहे हैं। इमोशंस मतलब नेगेटिव इमोशन जो हमारे हावी हुए पड़े हैं, थोड़ा सा रुकना है। हम ईगो के उसमें आकर कर रहे हैं, हम ये सोच रहे हैं कि अगर मैं नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा लोगों का। थोड़ा सा डिटैच, थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठकर फिर डिसाइड करना है, तो वो फिर डिसीजन रैशनल होगा, इमोशनल नहीं होगा।
Even we have to replace it with the right beliefs, जो हमारे wrong beliefs बने हुए हैं, and वो affirmations के साथ होगा, right? So आप एक बार प्लीज बताइए कि affirmations कैसे practice करें, इसको कैसे कर सकते हैं?
जो हमारे इमोशंस हैं वो बनते कैसे हैं, वो स्टार्ट तो थॉट से ही होते हैं, फिर वो इमोशन, और फिर वो हमारी फीलिंग्स, फिर वो हमारी इंस्टिंक्ट, ये बन जाती है, राइट। बट इट
Yes.
स्टार्ट्स विद द थॉट, स्टार्ट्स विद द थॉट प्रोसेस। हमें वो चेंज करना है। और अभी क्या है, अभी गलत प्रोग्रामिंग है बहुत सी बातों में। हम हर्ट हो जाते हैं if someone criticizes us, हम हर्ट हो जाते हैं दूसरे को दुखी देखकर। सो व्हाट वी हैव टू डू, वी हैव टू चेंज इट। और वो चेंज कैसे होगा? राइट, रियल, सच, ज्ञान, नॉलेज, इसे सुनना है ना, जो हम रोज सुनते हैं उसको फिर प्रैक्टिस करना है, वही चलना चाहिए, उसी की चर्निंग होनी चाहिए, वही प्रोसेसिंग होना चाहिए। ये प्रोसेसिंग नहीं होना चाहिए दैट 5 years ago this person said this to me, yesterday this happened to me, tomorrow this is going to happen. This should not be our churning. Processing should be spiritual knowledge, truth, अच्छी बातें, है ना। तब वो धीरे 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 अपने आप हमारी जो नेगेटिव साइकिल बनी हुई है, रॉन्ग बिलीव्स है, वो चेंज हो जाएंगे। वो चेंज होगा तो हमारे रिएक्शन, हमारा इमोशन, वो हमारे अंदर सारे प्लेजेंट इमोशंस आ जाएंगे। इमोशंस रहेंगे, बहुत जरूरी है, लेकिन अनप्लेजेंट की जगह फिर वो रिप्लेस होकर प्लेजेंट इमोशंस, लव, हैप्पीनेस, एक्सेप्टेंस, ये हमारा फर्स्ट रिएक्शन होगा rather than एंगर, जेलसी, हेट्रेड।
Okay, so we have to just absorb high quality divine knowledge.
यस, एंड विद मेडिटेशन, जैसे आपने कहा, स्वमान या एफर्मेशंस जो हमें लेने हैं वो बहुत सारे हैं, राइट। बट पहला यही करना है दैट this whole world's weight is not on my shoulders. I can only do certain things, and the best I can do is detaching myself from this world, from the people, so that I can see the bigger picture, and I can help more than 4, 5, 10 people, है ना। 4 लोगों की मदद नहीं करनी है, सिर्फ 4 लोगों के लिए लाइफ नहीं जीनी है। थोड़ा सा अपने आप को पावरफुल करना है ताकि बहुत से लोगों की हेल्प हो सके। सिर्फ 4 लोगों की लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पूरी दुनिया की लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम है। जब इस तरीके से सोचेंगे तो हम थोड़ा एलिवेट हो जाएंगे, फिर हम थोड़ा बड़ा सोच सकेंगे, फिर हम थोड़ा सा डिटैच होकर समझेंगे और अपनी एनर्जी वहां लगाएंगे जहाँ जरूरी है। बिना बात के लोगों से अटैच होकर, दुखी होकर, परेशान होकर वैसी लाइफ हमें नहीं जीनी है ना। बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, आप देखेंगे फैमिलीज में, आपने ऐसा नहीं किया, आपने वो नहीं किया, आपने मुझे ऐसे नहीं बोला, आपको ऐसे ट्रीट करना चाहिए था, आपने उसके साथ तो ऐसे बोला, मुझे क्यों नहीं बोला। ये सब क्या है? हम कोशिश तो करते हैं एक दूसरे को खुश रखने की, फिर हम बात भी करते हैं दैट रिजॉल्व भी करते हैं, ओके, we say that we'll not do it from now, I'll be careful, but we have not changed anything inside of us, तो वो क्या होगा, वो फिर से रिपीट हो जाएगा। तो हमें rather than attaching ourselves, feeling what feeling according to how people treat me, the best way is detachment. डिटैच करना है अपने आप को, थोड़ा ऊपर उठाना है, इमोशनली इम्यून होना है, इमोशनली पावरफुल होना है, that nobody is able to shake up my emotional immunity, then life will be fun, then will be a giver, है ना। लेकिन उसके लिए थोड़ा सा काम करना है अपने।
Thank you. So moving on to our next aspect, it is on physical health. How does it impact that?
Yes, very, very important. Whenever somebody goes to a doctor, and sometimes what happens, doctors are not able to scan anything. They say that it's nothing, On physical level, it's nothing, I have experienced so many uh, people, their experience that doctor says it's nothing, but I feel there is something wrong in me. So what is that, है ना? And ऐसी काफी सारी चीजें होती हैं, बीपी, शुगर. तो फर्स्ट थिंग व्हाट डॉक्टर सेज टू देम, द मेडिसिन लेनी है और टेंशन नहीं लेनी है ना? पहली चीज वो ये कहते हैं. So most of the problems right now are psychosomatic. Root cause of every illness वो हमारे माइंड से ही क्रिएट होता है. माइंड में इम्प्योरिटी आती है तो वो पूरा का पूरा बॉडी में फ्लो करती है. ठीक है? इट्स मोर डेंजरस देन अ कैंसर. तो हमें ये समझना है दैट ईच एंड एवरी थॉट, बहुत सी रिसर्च है, बहुत ज्यादा इस पर रिसर्च हो चुकी है दैट हाउ नेगेटिव थॉट्स क्रिएट्स इलनेस इन बॉडी. तो हमें ये समझना है, पहले तो एक्सेप्ट करना है ना? पीपल से गुस्सा करते हैं, दुखी होते हैं. वी थिंक दैट गुस्सा करने से चीजें हो जाएंगी, जल्दी हो जाएगी. हो सकता है जल्दी हो जाए, बट इट इज गोइंग टू इफेक्ट माय फिजिकल हेल्थ अ लॉट. वो बहुत ज्यादा नुकसान हो जाएगा. ठीक है? तो ऐसे ही जब हम फीलिंग्स को सप्रेस करते हैं, हमने ज्ञान से, हमने नॉलेज से, हमने ये तो समझ लिया है कभी कभी कुछ लोगों ने कि चलो गुस्सा नहीं करना है ना? बट वो नहीं करते हैं, पर अंदर दबा करते हैं. बाहर से एक्सप्रेस नहीं किया, पर अंदर वो कंटिन्यूस चल रहा है. ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए था, वैसे नहीं होना चाहिए था. इट्स वेरी डेंजरस, वेरी वेरी डेंजरस फॉर आवर फिजिकल हेल्थ. क्योंकि वो what kind of illnesses it is creating, we can't imagine. So we have to be very very careful. And we, as a human being, we all are selfish, so we have to tell our mind that these negative emotions, these negative thoughts are hampering your physical health. So be very careful, very careful. So many people say that I have tried this thing, I have consulted all the doctors of the city, but ये सही नहीं हो रहा है. इशू वहां नहीं है, इशू यहाँ है. इशू यहाँ है, वो चेक नहीं किया, वो सही नहीं किया. तो you can go to the best of the doctors, but still you're not able to get better. तो हमें ये समझना है, whatever the negative illness, whatever the negative thinking, impurity is there, it is affecting each and every cell of my body. But the good news is this, that if negative thoughts can create illness, then positive thoughts can heal the body too. So I have to meditate more, connect with God more, talk positively to yourself, then we can heal the body, heal each and every cell. And we have to experience this, that this body, the physical body which we are seeing, is not real. In the sense, it's just one aspect. The main aspect is that we are much more than that. We are vibrating, we are energy. Imagine, चलो energy feel समझ नहीं आता है, but we all know that we all are electron, protons, everything is vibrating, है ना? So we are also vibrating, which means we are energy. So whatever the thoughts we are creating, it is radiating. It is radiating to throughout the body, each and every cell. So we have to nourish it. We have to create so many positive thoughts. It's as simple as I am peace, I am love, I accept myself, I am God's child, I am pure, I am special. When we will feel this, it is going to nourish not only the mind, it is going to nourish each and every cell of the body. And they say that meditation has so many effects. It gives you so much glow to your face, and it makes you more energetic. So you don't actually need anything to put it on your face to look good. You
Right.
meditate and that glow is going to come to your body, to your face. So many benefits of meditation are there, but we have to be reason why we are discussing it. The point is we have to be aware. We have to be very aware of negative thoughts. Whenever it is about to come, it is coming, we have to tell that, do I want my body to get ill? Do I want to feel less energetic? Do I want to create any illness to my body? No, I do not have to create any negative thought. My health is very, very important, because mind body interconnected.
Right.
If you are ill, then you can't feel good, you can't feel happy until and unless you have practiced soul consciousness to that expert level. But बॉडी विल पुल यू, शरीर खींचेगा, है ना। और सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम, सबसे पहला पेपर, सबसे बड़ी चीज, सबसे ज्यादा अटैचमेंट हमारी बॉडी के साथ है। उसे हल्का सा भी कुछ होता है, बाकी सब साइड में हो जाता है और उसी पर ध्यान जाता है। We have to take care of it. We are in this body, we are experiencing life, we are experiencing emotions, we are doing so much work only through this body. So we have to be grateful to it, we have to be thankful to it, and we have to take care of it. We should not take it granted. हमने देखा है कि अनकॉन्शियस बहुत है लोग अपनी बॉडी को लेकर। उन्हें लगता है कि ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं है, बट we have to be very, very aware, conscious of our body. We have to take care of it, you know? So but the good news is, feel this, that each and every positive thought I'm creating, the more I'm connecting to God, feel that it is
Right.
radiating, it is rejuvenating each and every cell of my body, purifying it, making it powerful, healing it. So when you will experience this, you will feel, totally different, and you will be able to heal your body. And the second factor about it is, when you're spiritual, when you're aware, when you do conscious thinking, you become conscious eater also. You eat consciously too. फिर आप कुछ भी नहीं खाते हो, है ना। This is what the practicality of spirituality is. It's not just about that, okay, I'm focusing on myself, meditating. No, your life becomes different. You become choosy. तो जब हम मेडिटेशन ज्यादा करते हैं तो हम और ज्यादा कॉन्शियस हो जाते हैं हमारी चॉइसेस को लेकर, क्योंकि ज्यादातर लाइफ में लोग डिसीजंस अगेन इमोशनल होकर लेते हैं। उन्हें कुछ फीड किया जाता है, वो कुछ दे आर लुकिंग फॉर समथिंग, बट अ स्पिरिचुअल पर्सन विल नॉट लुक फॉर द टेम्परेरी प्लेजर्स, वर्ल्डली प्लेजर्स। तो उनका ईटिंग भी सही हो जाएगी। गलत खाना, बाहर का खाना, ऑयली खाना जो हमारी हेल्थ को बहुत खराब करता है, हम उसको बहुत इजीली छोड़ पाएंगे, है ना। खुशी खुशी छोड़ेंगे, तो वो हमारी बॉडी को हील करता है। बिकॉज हीलिंग बॉडी इज, आई एग्री दैट माइंड इज important, very important, most important, but फिजिकल ईटिंग एक्सरसाइजिंग ये भी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। ऐसे नहीं कि सिर्फ हमने वो किया और वो हो जाएगा, नहीं। बट हाँ, अगर माइंड पे काम कर लिया, देन इवेंचुअली यू विल बी कॉन्शियस अबाउट योर ईटिंग, एक्सरसाइजिंग, डेली रूटीन, तो वो आपकी बहुत हेल्प करेगा।
हर चीज जरूरी है, बैलेंस मेंटेन करना जरूरी है सारी चीजों में।
राइट, बट क्या होता है, अगर इफ यू आर नॉट स्पिरिचुअल, इफ वी हैव नॉट वर्कड ऑन आवर माइंड, तो एक एक्सरसाइज करना भी, माइंडफुल ईटिंग करना भी एक बहुत बड़ा टास्क लगता है, प्रोजेक्ट लगता है, एंड फिर वो कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं आ पाती है। तो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज बीइंग स्पिरिचुअल, going deep into the spirituality. Every day routine should be, as per the spiritual norms. Eventually we'll be able to start exercising, mindful eater, so वो भी aspect add करना है life।
But I have one question on physical health. जैसे आपने बताया हमें practices करनी चाहिए for experience of being peace, being love, and radiate positive energy to the body. But जैसे कभी कभी health अच्छी नहीं होती है, but वो sometimes we don't have that power to create positive thoughts also or even meditate. तो because a lot of impact आता है mind पे, तो वो power कम हो जाती है. तो उस केस में हम कैसे डिटैच होके हेल्दी रहें और वो प्रैक्टिसेस करें.
Yeah. So see, this is a cycle. Like if we have to create positivity, we have to break the negative cycle. We have to take a step somewhere. इसका और कोई solution नहीं है, right? Negative अगर खत्म करना है, it feels very difficult to create a positive thought when we are feeling negative, but that is the only solution. But yes, एकदम से हम बहुत पावरफुल नहीं सोच सकते हैं. Think small thing. That's why gratitude matters a lot, because it shifts your energy immediately. We feel that, I am feeling ill, I have this and that. Create very simple thoughts that that's okay, but how much privilege I am for this life. What is happening good in my life? I have to focus there. तो क्या हो रहा है, अब एनर्जी शिफ्ट हो रही है. फिर हम अपने आप को याद दिलाएंगे दैट सी दिस इज हैपनिंग गुड इन माय लाइफ, दिस इज हैपनिंग गुड, वाओ आई आल्सो हैव दिस, एक्चुअली आई डोंट हैव एनी इश्यूज. सिर्फ एक ही तो इशू है, वो बड़ी बात नहीं है. तो बिल्कुल आई वी हैव टू फाइंड अ नैरो लेन to break from this, to detach ourselves from this negativity, and again we grow the things where we put our attention. So if we keep thinking about our problems, ये issue है, ये issue है, ये issue है, it is going to grow. We have to shift our attention that okay, that is okay. Issue is there. Issue is going to be there because of the condition of the world. But I have this. I have this. So start it slow. Then just create a gap between your negative cycle, negative thinking. Create a space. And gratitude, I can say, that is the best way. Being in the moment, being in the present, becoming in the present is the best way to start things out.
So, how does spirituality bring awareness for the environment? How does it influence our environment?
When we go somewhere, uh, some sacred place, even to the mountains, we feel peace. We feel so much calmness. The reason, the reason is the environment that nature has created, and people who have gone there, what kind of thoughts they have created. They have created that environment. Similarly, when we go someone's home, जब हम किसी के घर जाते हैं, तो we feel that I should not spend a minute here. I should just quickly go away. Reason नहीं पता होता है, but somewhere we get a feeling that I don't feel like sitting there for more than 1 minute, and we go somewhere and we feel like we sit there for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour. Reason is because of the vibrations of that environment, vibrations of that place. So we create our environment, we create this world, we create this consciousness of this world. This is collective consciousness, जो दुनिया की ये हालत हुई है. We say that there is so much negativity, but if we look closer, we have contributed to it. Maybe because of anger, maybe because of sadness, jealousy, negativity, impurity, we have contributed to it. So we have contributed to this environment, the negativity. So whatever the negative thought I'm creating, it is affecting the environment. For example, a flower. If flowers would not be here on the earth, can you imagine what would be earth's fragrance? How it will be like?
It would make a lot of difference.
right, but we don't think. We think that okay, a flower is a flower, right? But collectively, it is creating this earth very vibrant and full of fragrance. Similarly, we create our environment. If we think that environment of my house is not good, I can change it. Reason क्या है उसका? Because of the thoughts those people who live there have created it. So similarly, what I can do, I can act local. I can increase the vibrations of environment around me, where I live, where I work. I can, because I have that power, I have that consciousness. But for that, I have to go a little deeper. I have to understand the reality, and the reality is I am not just this body. I am an energy, I am a consciousness, and every second, whatever thoughts I am creating, that energy is dissipating, is radiating to my body, then to this environment. जब इस लेवल के हम अवेयर हो जाते हैं, है ना, शुरू में तो मेहनत करनी पड़ती है, थोड़ा सा एकदम से फील नहीं होगा, बट व्हेन वी फील एंड व्हेन वी एक्सपेरिमेंट दैट ओके, अगर ऐसा ही कहते हैं तो लेट मी क्रिएट एनवायरनमेंट एट माय होम, तो चलो मैं ट्राई करता हूँ, राइट? सो लेट्स से आई क्रिएट environment, I create a thought, for example, that I am a very pure soul. I am pure. There is no negativity in my mind. And this purity, पहला मेन फोकस करना है खुद पर, है ना, कि आई एम प्योर. चेक करना है कि कोई नेगेटिव थॉट तो नहीं है तो उसे चेंज करना है, उसे खत्म करना है. देन ओनली विल बी एबल टू फील दैट दिस इज रेडिएटिंग. फील करना है दैट दिस इज दिस पीस, दिस प्योरिटी. लेट्स से someone in your family has anger issue. So you have to feel that my peace is radiating to this home and to that person. And everyone who is going to come to my room is going to feel peaceful. आप कुछ दिन ट्राई करके देखिए, फिर आप देखना somebody will maybe full of anger. As soon as that person is going to enter into your room, that person is going to feel peaceful. Maybe not that anger, you know, it depends on the level. Maybe that person is going to appreciate, maybe into the words that person can say that बहुत शांत सा फील हो रहा है. हम कहते हैं ना, कई ऐसी जगह पर जाते हैं, हम कहते हैं वाह सो पीसफुल, कितना अच्छा लग रहा है. तो ऐसे ही हमें एक्सपेरिमेंट करना है that it is affecting environment. And in environment I would say, of course, all the five elements of this word, as well as the other souls. It is affecting every souls. That's why we have a very beautiful concept here, that serving through mind, mansa seva. That main जो service है, what we can do is serve through mind, create positive pure feelings for everyone. That is the best service you can do to help them. Do not create negative thought. If we really want to change them, accept them, create pure feelings for them. That is going to increase their awareness. So धीरे धीरे मेरा environment change होगा, और इस पूरी दुनिया में भी change आएगा. It's very easy to say that this word is vibrating at low energy, hatred is everywhere, negativity is everywhere, but I have contributed to it. I have to settle it now. How I can settle it it is a work of births which I have done. I have created negativity unknowingly. Now I have to meditate. I have to send those pure feelings to all the five elements, being grateful to them, being sorry to them, being conscious about it, and then radiating to each and every cell of this, each and every soul of this world, ताकि वो फील करना है कि अकाउंट सेटल हो रहे हैं मेरे, राइट? तो अगर अगर हम इसमें थोड़ा सा और समझें, अगर डीप लेवल पर समझें, that my pure feelings is settling all my accounts. सारे अकाउंट सेटल कर रहे हैं. क्यों? मे बी था कुछ karmic account, but I have already settled it. The situations which are going to come may not come, because may come, but I'll be powerful to not get affected by it, because I have created pure feelings. There you will meet people who are going to help you. You will be in that environment that people are going to help you. So in this way, meditation, that pure feelings, my consciousness is radiating to the environment and helping it, right? And again, you become conscious. You stop using the things which really affects the environment. But वो consciousness कब आती है? When we are peaceful, when we are happy. Otherwise, जो इंसान दुखी है उसे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, आई एम यूजिंग प्लास्टिक और आई एम यूजिंग कॉटन बैग, आई एम बर्निंग क्रैकर्स, आई डोंट केयर, मुझे तो मजा आ रहा है, राइट? So become conscious when we are content, when we are full, we want to help the environment. तो इसलिए इस तरीके से हमें ये अपने आप को रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देनी है एक्स्ट्रा, that whatever you're thinking, it is radiating to all my near and dear ones. It is affecting their mental health, it is affecting their decisions, and ultimately to the whole world it is reaching. So how I want it to be, how I want this world to be peaceful, so let me just sit and serve the world, serve the environment.
और जैसे कितनी जरूरी अवेयरनेस आनी कि हाउ आई एम कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू एवरीवन अराउंड मी.
Right, this is how mind works. We have to tell mind. So whatever we have discussed, we are telling our mind that positive thinking is going to make you emotionally strong, is going to make you immune, is going to make you physical healthy, is going to help the nature. So we have to tell our mind the reasons why you have to think positive. और जब वो result आएगा, जब आपको दिखेगा that wow, my house is getting peaceful, people around me are getting peaceful, they are not getting angry that much, then you will do it more, because you got the solution, you got that key, that secret to change things.
Right, and you just see the results and then you just want to go in much more deeper in that way, that path.
Right, this is how habits work. You have to you have to tell your mind, you have to tell yourself that how it is going to give you rewards. So जो भी हैबिट बनानी है, make it rewarding. Tell your mind again and again, इससे ये फायदा होगा, इससे ना ये हो जाएगा, 5 मिनट कर लो, 10 मिनट कर लो, ये चीज अच्छी है, सुन लो, ये सेशन अटेंड करना है, कर लो, बिकॉज इफ यू अटेंड दिस, दिस इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. वो हमारे अंदर चेंज लाता है.
Moving on to the next topic, it's about our higher purpose. But अभी भी जैसे आपने बताया, अभी भी यही मुझे भी purpose यही लगता है कि जैसे how we are contributing to the world.
See, there are two purposes. It's a very beautiful topic, and it's been very close to me, because whole my life, I will not say, but all those years I have been looking for the purpose of my life, mainly. Otherwise, I had everything, but I did not have the purpose initially when I did not get into spirituality. Higher purpose is always internal. It can't be external. Externally, you can be doing anything, but it is not going to serve. So the ultimate purpose of this life is finding your gift, finding that what you are good at, and giving it to the people, giving it to the people who need it. Otherwise, you will not feel that contentment. You do anything, you make millions, billions, you create an empire, you have a beautiful home, you have a good relationship, but if you do not have that purpose in life which is going to make you excited every single day in the morning, that you want to wake up early because I have a purpose, then that contentment is not going to be there. So what is the higher purpose? What is the real purpose of my life? And in simple terms, I would say making others' life simpler. It's as simple as that. Now, what I have to do, I have to first make myself that. I have to reach somewhere to help people. I have to find my gift. I have to know myself. मुझे अपने आप को जानना होगा, वो soul searching करनी होगी, that what I am actually and what is my gift to this world. Each one of us has a gift. Gift मतलब एक ऐसी क्वालिटी, एक ऐसी बात जो बाकी किसी में नहीं है, सिर्फ हम में है. वो हम सब में है, because God has given each one of us a unique quality. But if we do not spend time with ourselves, if we do not do that soul searching, we are not going to find it. So to find it, I have to go deeper. I have to be spiritual. I have to, create a space between this world and my real self. I have to talk to myself. What is my gift? तो व्हाट वी कैन डू, एक प्रैक्टिस हम कर सकते हैं इसमें. आपने शायद नाम सुना होगा, एक बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल टर्म है जैपनीज, इकिगाई, व्हिच मींस रीजन फॉर लिविंग. उस कारण क्या है, जीने का कारण क्या है ना. क्यों आए हैं हम लाइफ में, बाकी सब तो ठीक है, पर क्यों आए हैं, है ना. सो फाइंडिंग योर गिफ्ट, the meaning of life is to find your gift and the purpose of life is to give it away. ऐसी चीज जिसके लिए मुझे रिटर्न में कुछ नहीं चाहिए, that is the real purpose of my life. And if you make out a list, if you Google ikigai, if you YouTube ikigai, you will find many things, but it's a cross connection of 3-4 things. That things what I'm good at, things what I love to do, what is my quality, and how can I make it my profession, how can I teach people others this. तो जब उसका इंटरसेक्शन होगा तब आपको वो मिलेगा. और आज के टाइम में इट्स एज सिंपल एज दैट. People want peace, people want happiness, people want to feel that contentment, that freedom from addictions, from substance, from negative thinking. So let's make this our purpose of life, that I have to become, I have to make myself free from everything, and I have to tell people how to do it. उससे क्या होगा? This is going to make you feel jump out of the bed in the morning. आप excitement में उठोगे. Yes, I have to fill myself with powers, with love, so that I can give it to the world. So this is the real purpose of life. And I have to do something. I have to find my meaning, and then I have to create platforms. I just have to go with the flow. Platforms अपने आप बन जाते हैं, but still I have to work hard towards achieving it. So this is how spirituality helps in finding your real self and real purpose of life, and that is focusing life one day at a time, just feeling that I want to be happy. I want to feel that ultimate happiness today, and I have to make others happy too. मुझे उनको दुखी नहीं करना है, परेशान नहीं करना है. I have to look for how can I contribute in their life. And all this, we are doing it for ourselves, not for them. We are doing it because this is my purpose, and when I give it away, I feel good. Soul basic virtue is to be a giver, and we feel very good when we give selflessly. A mother feels very good when it gives everything to his child selflessly, not asking for anything in return. तो हम सब में वो नेचर है, बस उसको एक्सपीरियंस करना है. So I would say that for the next few months, just bring it to your life to one day at a time. Tell yourself that I have to be happy throughout the day. This is my purpose, and I have to make others happy. I have to make their life easier. That's it.
And it's true that अपने आप को पहले जानना बहुत जरूरी है. तभी हम we will able to understand ourselves, and then we will understand our own qualities. Then we will be able to serve it to others.
राइट कुछ लोगों को कंफ्यूजन होता है कि खुद को जानने का मतलब क्या है, और वो ये है कि पहले तो अपनी वीकनेसेस को जानना, उसको एक्सेप्ट करना, फिर क्वालिटीज को जानना, उसको कार्य में लगाना, उसको वर्क में लगाना ताकि वो और बढ़े, और खुद को ये आइडेंटिटी खुद पर लाना, दूसरों पर नहीं करना, दैट आई एम जस्ट अ सोल प्लेइंग इट्स पार्ट, that's it, this is my real identity, I have to experience the virtues of the soul, this is my real identity। तो कभी आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस नहीं होगा कि मैं हूँ कौन, मैं क्यों आया हूँ लाइफ में। I am a
Hmm.
soul, my purpose is to be just happy, making others happy, I have to understand myself and I have to improve myself।
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for so much, such insightful topic.
Thank you so much।
So I'd like to invite our second guest speaker, PK Dinesh Bhaiji. He's an apparel designer by profession, meditation teacher, and motivational speaker. He's associated with Brahmakumaris from the past 5 years.
Very, very good evening to all of you. And it is so wonderful to be with you all. And first of all, I would like to thank BK Hitesh Bhai for making me share the same platform with him. I am so inspired by his dedication and his knowledge of the subtler and deeper realms of the human behavior. And thank you, Sonali ji, for making this happen and for having us here with you. And even your quest of knowing the truth and your quest of understanding the deeper life meaning has always inspired me. So thank you so much. And heartfelt thank you to all of you for being here, for taking out valuable time from your daily lives and being here. And thank you to all my friends who are connected, and we are very delighted to have you all here. Okay. I have two requests to make from all of you. That first of all, if it's comfortable for you, please put your cameras on, because it's really nice to exchange energies when we are in a spiritual retreat. And second, I would request all of you to grab like a small diary and a pen so that you can note down things if you want to, because I'm going to give you some quick formulas, because when we understand things in formulas, it's easier for us to remember in long term. So please put your cameras on and grab a diary and pen if it's comfortable for you.
Okay, so we have four more aspects that we'd like to cover: social, intellectual, occupational, and financial. So let's start with social. How does spirituality impact our social life? How does it enhance it?
Before I take your this particular aspect, which is social, I want all of you to understand that spirituality is actually very practical. Okay. For me personally, it has been a very practical experience, because a lot of us think that spirituality is philosophical. Philosophical is something which cannot be seen through the physical eyes, but spirituality is so practical that if you are truly connected to your truth, you can see things changing around you very, very clearly. So I'm going to share three different laws which actually, if you think, we can see them on all the aspects of life, not just the four aspects or the eight aspects which we have taken here. What are these three laws? Okay. The first law is the law of growth. Okay. Very simple law of growth, which the nature has taught us very clearly, very practically. How? We all have a plant in our house. Okay. We all have plants. Now, this is a plant. Okay. If I wake up every day and if I take each of these leaf, one leaf at one time, and I start cleansing it, okay, start nurturing it, start spraying water on it, will my plant bloom? Is it going to grow? No. We all can see that practically. To make the plant grow, we need to water the root of the plant. But what do we do with our lives? We take one leaf. Let me take my profession. and let me nurture it, let me clean it, let me be on time, let me be fast at work, or let me just take my relationship, let me let me wow the other person with beautiful gifts, with beautiful words. But what we forget in all this, we forget to water the root. What is the root? Who is trying to be good at work? Who is trying to be good in relationship? Me, the self. What am I doing to nurture this self? Okay. Do we leave the house without brushing our teeth and taking a shower? Even if we do, we feel uncomfortable. But we never give it a thought that how do we leave the house without cleaning ourselves, without cleaning the mind, without making that silent enough to make me have a good day ahead. So the law of growth, that instead of cleaning the leaves, instead of decorating, picking up each and every leaf and kind of trying to fix it, we need to water the root. That's the law of growth which the nature has taught us. Okay. Now the second beautiful law which water has taught us, the law of flow. Okay. For example, if I take this glass, okay, and I put some mud in it, okay. Now this water is originally very clear, but let me just put some mud on it and the water will become dirty. Now, how do I clean the water? What is the simplest way to clean the muddy water? Simple. I can pour some more clean water. The more clean water I'll keep on pouring, the dirt will automatically go away. It will vanish without me having to do anything directly with the dirt, but to focusing on pouring the clean water. What does spirituality do is the same thing. We don't have to sit back and think, oh, I have this weakness. Oh, I get so angry. Oh, I'm too dependent on these things. No, we just need to find out a way through which we can fill ourselves with something very positive and very powerful. My weaknesses will vanish. My weaknesses will go away. This is the law of flow teaches us. So we need to always understand that we should never pay attention on what is lacking. We should always pay attention on what can take away that lackness, what can fill us up, fill us with something which is empowering, which is elevating. Okay, so third law is the law of energy. Okay, what is the law of energy? Tells us energy always flows from inside to outside. Okay, it is the way I am feeling within, is the way I am going to be on the outside, not the way outside things going to be I will feel inside. This is what we have understood wrong. The day everybody at work is good, the day everybody at home is good, the day my food just tastes amazing, the day my couch, my bed, my house is perfect, I will feel good. No, it's not going to happen. We all have felt miserable even while sitting on a very comfortable couch, even while being with people who are we are very comfortable with. Okay, it tells us very clearly that the way we feel inside, it's going to impact the outside. What happens the day when our mood is very good? Okay, even our helper breaks the glass in the house, we say it's fine, it's okay, don't worry, all cool. And when we are not feeling good, what will happen? If the guard does not respond to our question in the first go, we will stand there for 15 minutes and fight with him, right? We can waste our time everywhere. So let us understand these three simple laws, these three laws are going to impact all the aspects of our life. Okay, the law of growth, that let me water the root, let me nurture the root. Law of flow, let me have a flow of something positive in my life. Negativity will go. Let me tap into an energy which is uplifting. Sadness will go. And the third law is law of energy. Let me feel good within. Let me then go out and experience the world. Everything else, everything outside will be much better. Okay, and these are the three quick laws which we all can remember, and which is the most beautiful example of spirituality being practical. Okay, when we use the term spirituality, what does that mean? What does that literally mean? Okay, spirituality means a Spirituality means a personality which is aware that I am a spirit. That's spirituality. When I am aware that I am a spirit, when I can experience that I am a spirit, having a very physical experience, and I can know the virtues of that spirit. What are the virtues of the spirit? Love, happiness, calmness, power, purity, knowledge, blissfulness. Do I have that? Do I have those virtues, or everyone who I know have those virtues? Have you guys ever seen anyone who says that I love being stuck in the traffic? I love chaos. No, we all like peace. We all like harmony. We all like happiness. So when I am spiritual, when my personality is aware of who I am on the core level, what does the next thing which will happen? I will start seeing everyone as one. I will see, oh, different body, different mind, same soul virtues. Oh, I go to the meditation center to feel good. This person goes to the bar to have a glass of wine to feel good. But even he wants to feel good, and I want to feel good. But we are same. We have different bodies, different minds, different ways of pursuing happiness, but we all want happiness. So the first aspect, the first virtue, that is virtue of empathy with everyone, will automatically make us more social. When I see that we all are same, am I going to meet you as a stranger? I will meet you as a friend. We all are friends because we are all same. We have created these false perceptions that my neighbor is different, my neighborhood is different. The people who are living in the same wall boundary with me are my people, and people who are outside my house are not my people. Whereas God, whereas the divine, whereas this beautiful nature has made us all same. If we were different, then we would have surely known at least one person who would say, I do not like happiness. I do not like peace. Okay, if we are all seeking the same thing, that means we are all one. So spirituality very practically brings us this one virtue of empathy, where we see all as one. So we automatically become more social. Okay, and that is the very practical implementation of the soul consciousness. When we are aware who we are, we also know that what the other person truly is. So this is how we truly become more social when we are spiritual.
In case of relationships, if I talk about that, how can we bring harmony? How can we, because there are a lot of toxicity in the relationships these days.
We will only experience toxicity in a relationship when there is no love, when there is no true love. Now we need to understand what true love is. Okay, true love is when I love the person, when I cherish someone without needing anything from them. Just imagine that situation and that placement where you have something, you enjoy it, you respect it, but you don't need it. Even if you don't have it, it's okay. Only when we are too dependent, when we are too identified with other people's presence, we have different sort of feelings. We have insecurities, we have doubts, right? We have self-doubts, we have doubts in them, and all these things will bring toxicity. When I share love on the soul level, when I am a giver, when I am fulfilled from within, and I am only having a relationship to just share what I already have, to make the other person feel at ease, and to have this thought that my purpose is to make even this person's life better. My purpose is to make this person also uplifted and grow. And that then there will be no toxicity. When I am using that person as a stimulant for me to feel good, I had a very bad day. Let me meet this one. He will make me feel very good. Let me make this one. She will make me feel very good. What am I using? What we are trying to do? You are not meeting the person. You are meeting your own need to feel good. Now imagine a situation where you're already feeling wonderful, and the other person is just coming to coming in your life and coming in your day as a bonus. Okay, I always give this example of, now Diwali is coming. So people who are working, who are in corporates, we all get our bonus on Diwali. So the bonus is the extra money which we get. Salary is anyways coming. If we don't get the bonus, absolutely fine. My salary is doing my work, which is supposed to do. The same thing which we need to do with our relationships. Everything should come as a bonus. I do not need to use people to feel good, to feel accompanied. Okay. If I feel full, if I am already full and uplifted from within, I will just meet people as a bonus. I will just enjoy their company, but I will not try to extract happiness from them. And I'll be in fact a giver. And in that case, there will be no toxicity. So to cut it short, I would just say that toxicity comes from dependency. When there is no dependency, there is no toxicity. So keep yourself independent. Okay. Independent means dependent only on the inside. Independent. Okay. So the moment we are independent, we won't experience any toxicity on the outside.
So it starts from fulfilling ourselves first, focusing on ourselves.
Absolutely.
Moving on to the next aspect, which is intellectual. How does it enhance that?
Suppose we are meditating, or we are experiencing that bliss which is beyond the physical senses and stimulation, right? Which is the very main aspect and very big purpose. Why do we even have to be spiritual? Because spirituality brings you in touch with that realm where you are experiencing bliss without being dependent on anything. You realize that my nature is bliss. I am made out of that element which is so blissful. I am made out of that consciousness which is blissful, right? When I start experiencing bliss from that subtleness of my existence, I will automatically become intellectual, because I realize that this is such a subtle experience. Then we understand. Then for me to understand energy, then for me to understand vibrations is not a philosophy. Then when I meet someone, I can experience their energy. When I go to a place, I can feel the vibration of that place. Okay, it will automatically make me more intellectual. Why? Because I am more open to feeling things. Okay, if somebody tells me 5 places for invitation, now Diwali is coming, 5 invitation for 5 different parties. Okay, why would I go to a party when I am already feeling good? I will only go to a place which will make me feel more better, which will add something to my already existing experience. And for someone who is not very fulfilled from within, will go to any place. Okay, I always give this example that just have this situation in front of you, that suppose you had eaten last evening, you had eaten dinner last evening yesterday, and you have not eaten anything till now. Say it's 6:45, and now you are just starving and you're very hungry. What are you going to eat? Well, if somebody tells you there is no food at home, or suppose you are outside, you are not in your house or in your city, in your town, you are traveling, and you are very hungry, you've not eaten since a day, you will eat anything, whatever you see on the road, because you are just hungry. But if you have had a very nice lunch today, if you had eaten at say 3 o'clock, a very beautiful lunch you had, are you going to just eat anything now? No, because you're full, you're not feeling very hungry. You will only eat something which is in sync with what you have eaten in lunch. If you have eaten a very good meal in lunch, you will try to kind of continue that, and you will try to have something which is good for your health. So it is about how hungry we are for fun, for happiness. If you are feeling full, you will be very choosy. As Hitesh Bhai very rightly said, that we will only do things which are required, because I don't have to feel anything from that thing. But if I am feeling sad, if I don't have anything to do, I am miserable, somebody gives me a call, please come here. Yes, 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 no problem. I'll be there in next 10 minutes because I want to feel good. Okay. So intellectual, we will automatically become intellectual because we have turned our senses inwards. We have turned our awareness inwards. We have become conscious that there is everything within me. It is it is the inner work which I do can make me feel so good. So I don't have to rely on things which I feel are not worthy. Then I will only choose things which are worthy. I would like to spend my time with people who I really resonate with. I would like to go to places where I really feel wanted, where I feel that my presence has some value. They really needed to have me, so they've called me. I will not go to meet any XYZ or to any random place just to spend time. Okay? Because we will value our energy. We will value what we have, what we are experiencing with it. So we will automatically look for valuable relationships, valuable associations, and we will value our time more. And that will automatically make us more intellectual. The same way, na, you always remember that example of food. You have a very good lunch, in the evening, you will not be very hungry. You will really have time to think and choose what you want. The day when you will skip your lunch in by evening 4 or 5, whatever will be available, you will eat.
Our next topic is occupational. So if we see, we all are, there's a competition going on. There are a lot of things, sometimes there's a lot of stressful situations that come up at work. So how can we resolve all that? How can we increase our performance at work? How can we
Why
enhance?
there is why there is race?
Because everybody wants to, get that promotion. Everybody wants to.
Where there should be race? You tell me one thing. Suppose we go to this car racing. Okay. Why there is that race? Because the
We want to.
person who will reach the first will get an award. So the
Right.
destination for everyone is different. Do we all have different destinations? Has nature designed us that way that we have different destinations?
Definitely, yes.
Really? Okay. Suppose I am 30 years old. I know that after maximum 70 years, I will be gone. Suppose somebody is 20 years old. They know one fact that after 80 years, they will be gone. Okay, we are born and we die. That is the fundamental truth of our existence.
Mhm.
When we are born and we die, when we have just come and we will go, then where is the race? Destination is not different. Destination is same for all. There is an end to this physical existence. Destination is in the process. The process could be different. The journey could be different. Destination is same for all of us. For all of us. We are all born and we will all die. And this is the fundamental truth of our life. Okay, only when we are not aware of our mortality, we tend to live in a way that we are immortal. But when we understand that we are mortal beings, we were born and we will die, then there is no race. What is the difference which can happen is the way we are living. Okay, you will also have say maximum 100 years of life. I can also have say maximum, that also maximum 100 years of life. But if we live nicely, okay, if we make the best use of this life experience, then it could be different for all of us, right? So there is no race. First of all, race is something which we have created out of ignorance. There is no coming first in this. We just have to live well. We just have to find who we are. We just have to find our inner fulfillment, our way of contributing to the betterment of the world, our way of uplifting each other. Okay. So, what you asked, occupational, what is the main thing which makes us go a little wavery in our occupation is that we can have competition because we think we all are different. Okay. And as we discussed, the first thing which spiritual knowledge makes you aware of that we are all one. When we are all one, then what virtue it will sprout in our system? we will have the virtue of cooperation. Okay, spiritual knowledge, spiritual practices, connecting to ourselves will make us have a virtue of cooperation, because we will understand that we are all same, trying to achieve the same thing. Let me be a vessel for other person to feel better. Okay, there is no competition. We will be more focused on self improvement and enhancing our own skills rather than trying to put the other person down, right?
Right.
So virtue of cooperation, and then virtue of security and fulfillment. Virtue of security, when we feel very secure, we are not worried about our self-worth, right? The issues of demeaning someone and putting someone down and thinking that we are in a race only comes when we are insecure, right? It is absolutely fine for us to understand that yes, we have weaknesses and strengths too. The other person also have the same, right? And we should have the ability to accept our weaknesses as much as we accept our strengths, right? It could be our friend, it could be our colleague. If somebody comes to us and says that, oh, you lack this thing, we should accept it. If somebody comes and praises, that also we should accept humbly. Okay, and we should not take it to our head. So the virtue of cooperation which spirituality gives us makes us work better at our workplaces. Okay, makes us more empathetic with other people.
I understand this, but for example, I mean, sometimes there are a lot of political things going on, ill opinions about others, you know, पीठ पीछे ये सब चीजें चलती हैं, but then how can we deal with that?
Again, let us understand the very, very, very beautiful and practical law of energy. Once again, there are three ways in which we can respond to the energy of the other person. Three simple ways. The first option we have is to absorb their energy. Suppose somebody is throwing ill behavior towards us, somebody is being bad. The first option we have is absorb that energy. Oh, I am only like that. That's why he or she is not treating me well. Okay, have that self-pity feeling. That is the very dangerous part, very dangerous option. The second option, we have to reflect the energy. Somebody says you are stupid, I say you are more stupid, you are the most stupidest person I've ever seen. So reflect the same. Okay, and the third option we have is the most amazing one, is to transform the energy. If somebody throws very bad energy at you, if somebody shouts at you, you can also say, what happened to you? You are very hurt. Why are you in so much pain? Calm down. We will talk later. What happened? You're surely in pain because you're shouting so much. There is that anger which you are creating. It's okay. We'll talk later. Calm down, calm down, calm down. And that person sooner or later will call you or tell you that that day I was rude, because you were not rude, because you created that distinction, you created that difference, you showed him or her the right way of being, what it could be to be right in that situation. So we should always try to transform the other person's energy. We should always try to understand the other person's pain and we should just try to understand what is wrong at the other side. So we are not going to absorb. Absorption is the most dangerous one. Okay, more dangerous than even the reflecting one. But yeah, even reflecting is not very good because it is just waste of time and it can change our energy. So let's just try to always transform the energy. If people are bad, let me become so good and be an example of what could be a good professional, right? If they are bitchy, let me be the nice one. Let me show them what cooperation is, what being empathetic is. And trust me, it works. It works. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual transformation works like magic. If you are truly, truly vibrating on higher frequency, there is no way that people around you are not going to experience it. There is no way that they can ignore it. It's just about how much I have that in me. If I have that in me, it is going to have an effect on other people.
Right. And like just like you mentioned, we should not absorb that energy. And that can only happen when we radiate, higher frequency.
Absorption is very bad. We should always have that self-assurity, and self-clearance, and self-worthiness. Okay, it should not be like we are sort of we have closed the doors of improvement and somebody giving us a good advice. Okay, and but keeping our self-worth intact. Okay, when somebody tells us that you have this problem, you have this weakness, of course we should work on that, because that
Mhm.
person is also trying to help you. But self-pity and feeling very sort of not worthy, that's not a good feeling. We all are very worthy, and that again I want everyone to not take it as philosophy. We all are worthy because we are born and we are alive. Being alive as a human being is the most amazing gift we could ever have. We are worthy. That's why the nature, the universe, the breath, our breath is so kind to us that it's running. If we were not worthy, it would have stopped. If it's still running, we are worthy.
Beautiful. And it's also true that, I mean, we are the most intelligent life
We
creation
are, we are, if we accept that. And if we truly accept that, then we are very intelligent.
because we have the intellect. We are able to discriminate between what is right and what is wrong. अभी
Absolutely.
सही गलत की परख है हाँ, मतलब we can build that again, and that
Yes.
again comes from spirituality.
Yes.
We can
Yes.
refine our intellect,
Yes.
right? So in case of occupational aspect, I want to just mention one more thing. So even a lot of people are struggling with getting new jobs. So opportunities जैसे वो नहीं मिल रही है उनको. How can they help themselves in this situation? Because it can truly be sort of devastating for not getting a job, and because survival level के लिए वो चीज जरूरी है. तो किस तरह से वो अपने आप को हेल्प कर सकते हैं इस सिचुएशन में?
The last few months, I think, have been challenging for many of us on a lot of levels, because especially our professional lives were affected because of the uh, COVID situation which we all had faced. But when we understand one thing, suppose we have a situation where we don't have the job, or suppose we have lost our job. Now, there are two options. Either you could be really sad about it, but your sadness is not going to change the reality, right? I was speaking to a friend and I gave this example, and it just stayed with me. And I think nature is the best teacher. Okay. So somebody can steal the honey from the honeybee, but they cannot steal the art of making honey, right? And it's with all of us. Somebody can steal one job from us, but they cannot steal the ability from us to have another job, and maybe a better one, right? And I think this is what I always learn from nature. Nature has all the answers, right? Honey, does a honeybee care if we steal so much honey? Na? She will go somewhere else and start doing her thing wherever she is comfortable, because honey, making honey is in her nature. So if we are capable, we should focus on that. Okay, suppose if somebody loses their job for 6 months. Do you know 6 months can make so much of use for you if you start working on your skill improvement, if you start learning something new which will help you when you have a job. Also, I'll tell you something which I've experienced personally. Everything is everything has a vibe. Everything is about energy which we are being in. If somebody is continuously being very sad about not having a job, the day when they get an interview, they will not be very confident. Their sort of their what you call their desperation to get that job will show in their conversation, because they really want to have a job. But if you are somebody who's internally being balanced, and you have understood your self-worth in this time, you have also added more skills to yourself, you will find something really good, because they will understand that you have that in you. You will be more confident in an interview. When you are giving an interview, you will be more sort of demanding. You will know your worth. You will not settle for anything which they are offering. So all these things are very practical. See, I'm not saying that it's not a challenging situation. It is, but it is only a challenging situation. It's not a sad situation. Sad, it only becomes when we make it. Okay,
Mm.
6 months, 7 months, you don't have work, it's just fine. You have not lost the ability to find another job. You will attract the right situation, but just don't lose that hope. And that hope has to be self-driven. Not many people will come to you and say that you're worthy. People will say that, we don't have a very supportive sort of society, but we have to drive that self-worth, and that is where spirituality plays such a beautiful part. When you are connected to a higher realm, when you're connected to the divine, and you experience that love and peace and fulfillment within, you feel so good, you feel so worthy, right? If God does not discriminate, who are human beings to discriminate, right? If you feel so loved from within, you are going to tackle that situation also. And what is the guarantee that we will never have that situation again? We all are always in midst of in situations which are challenging. That's what the
Exactly.
drama of life is, right? Would you like a movie which has no suspense, no situations? You will be like, what a boring movie, isme kuch ho hi nahi raha,
Mm.
right? So our part, when we are given this beautiful role of being a human being, there are situations. So you look at them as situations, and you be the nice actor and play every role, every part with grace and elegance.
And this is a very important aspect that you have mentioned. Society cannot be very supportive. We have to help ourselves in that situation.
Sad people can surely not make other happy. If society was happy, they could make us also happy.
Right. Exactly.
90% of the people are miserable themselves. How are they going to make you feel good? Even if you feel good, they will say he's mad. He's always happy.
Mm.
They can call happiness also madness. So we have to take that charge. We have to be responsible for how we feel, and then we can surely contribute for the society also. It's not that they don't want happiness. They are looking at it in a wrong place. That's what is wrong with our society. I always say that our society and our parents and relatives, they should really change their questions which they ask their kids. How much do you earn? And when is your next promotion? And when are you getting married? And when are you having kids? All these things are just survival aspect of our existence. How many people have you seen who ask, how do you feel today, beta? How did you have your day? How fulfilled you are from your job? Do you really feel good doing this job? These are the questions which we need to, which I hope one day people start asking. You know, what are we
Exactly.
doing? Our activity cannot make us feel good, but how we feel within, how we understand life, how fulfilled we are from within, from the things which we do, makes us feel happy. Okay. For example, I chose to be an apparel designer. I chose designing when from I come from a very small town and not many people knew about designing. But my parents
Mm.
were so encouraging because I told them that being an engineer will not make me happy. Being a doctor will not make me happy. I am an artist. You let me do what I want to do. And I've always had a wonderful professional life. Not that when I passed out, I started getting like really good money, though I assisted a very big designer, Manish Malhotra, but not that I was making a lot of money, but I was so happy. I was so happy even working for less money, and I was working for really, really long hours. There were
Mm.
time when I was working till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we used to have fittings with models say at 10 o'clock, and there was say 2 hours travel in between. But I always enjoyed, I was always happy. So we should start looking at these things which make us more happy, right? And we should
Exactly.
have that self sort of drivenness. We should have that understanding from within. Nobody is going to navigate our life for us. We have to do that for ourselves. And the beautiful part is that we are living in the era which at the Brahmakumaris we call it a confluence age, where we have so much of knowledge, where we have this beautiful technique of Raj Yoga through which we feel one with the divine. He is there. That beautiful power is there to guide us, right? We have to take that power. We have to be connected to our own truth, and then we could be doing something good for others instead of thinking and expecting that the society will be in a harmonious state, right? We are also society. We are making it.
Just one more aspect is left, which is
Yes, please.
financial. how can we have a how can we bring abundance in
Okay.
finances?
Now this one is a very critical thing, because we are all working hard and we all like good finances, right? So let us also understand it in a very practical way. I want all of you to just understand it in a very practical way, in a very logical. Suppose you are a spiritual person, okay? You are a person who is starting his or her day well, very connected. What are the things which you will naturally have? Okay, what are the virtues which we need to have, say, a good financial life? First of all, you will be a multitasker. Multitasker because you have a very clean mind. Your mind is not at 100 places, right? So the virtue of multitasking will automatically come if you are a meditator. You all can try this for yourself. The day you have meditated, you can do 10 things in a good way, because you are just sorted within. There is no extra thought, there is no emotional baggage. Okay. So the virtue of multitasking, then beautiful virtue of honesty. You will be honest. In today's world, you will be honest, and people will be like, wow, this person is honest. You know, if somebody says, can you do this, are you good at it, you will say, I'm okay at it. That person will be like, wow, this person has some guts, he's admitting. So honesty with everything. Yeah, everything. With your friends you are honest, with your colleagues you are honest, because honesty is your virtue, and that will be appreciated. So you will become more worthy than others automatically. You don't have to do anything for that. Then the virtue of being fresh. Do you like people who are fresh? We all like people who are fresh, right? People will like to work with you more because you are simply fresh. They will say, let me just catch up with this one for 5-10 minutes. If nothing will happen, at least I will feel good. And we all want to feel good, right? So virtue of being fresh. Then virtue of clarity. You will have clarity, no confusion, not seeking and going wasting time and asking 10 people, should I do that? Should I do this? Do you think this is right for me? Do you think this is wrong for me? You're saving that much time. So you have inner clarity. So the virtue of clarity. And then the most beautiful virtue is the virtue of positive vibes, right? If you can radiate that, you will have more opportunities, because people will trust your vibes, people will trust you, people will cherish your company, they will appreciate for the honesty, for the life values you hold. So very practically, if we are spiritual, if we are truly connected to our inner self, if we are living our life, if we are trying to live our life with good values, good virtues, we will automatically attract more opportunities, which will give us finances, which will bring us more financial prosperity. Okay, so it all starts from within. As we started our session with the law of growth, the more we nurture the root, the plants, the leaves will be automatically very beautiful. All the leaves, right? When the root is nourished, we don't have to worry कि एक पत्ता तो आ गया, अभी दूसरा चलेगा, दूसरा भी चलता है, एकदम सब बराबर बराबर चलते हैं, right? So we just have to nourish the root, and all the aspects which we have taken today will be taken care of.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. It's all God's grace. Thank you so much for having me. Also, we would like to announce to them that many of you must be already on an uplifting spiritual path. You all must be meditators. But any of you who has this desire to learn meditation, who is willing to understand the self, understand the divine, understand how we can connect, we are also coming up with a holistic health program for 6 days, which Sonali ji, I will request that once we are done with our meditation and we are done with our questions, you tell all of these people that they can also take benefit of the holistic health program which we are planning. Okay,
Sure.
in which they can come and learn meditation. You can tell your friends to come and learn meditation, basically, which is the answer to all of our questions, why we discussed all the aspects. When we say spirituality, spirituality is a personality which is aware, who is aware of being a spirit. How do we become aware that we are a spirit and having this physical experience? When we start nourishing, when we start touching that entity differently, and that can happen only through meditation. Okay.
Yes, we have one question. How can we deal with people who take advantage of our kindness?
Kindness is a beautiful thing. Now let them take advantage. when you have enough, why are you being worried? You give kindness to everyone. अच्छी चीज है ना, हम किसी को कुछ दे रहे हैं, हमारे पास इतना है कि वो ले रहे हैं, एडवांटेज कैसे लेने दो एडवांटेज. I would simply look at it like that. What advantage they can take of your kindness, that they're using your kindness. It's okay, it's a beautiful thing. If you have it enough, keep giving it, don't worry about it. They are doing their karma, you keep on doing your beautiful karma. If you are kind, do you know how big that is a blessing, how big blessing you have such God grace that you're kind. Okay, so be, उसके साथ अब जुड़े रहो, उसको छोड़ नहीं दो. Right?
Right. So we have another question. I'm continuously watching Murli and doing meditation, but sometimes I feel stuck with my negative thoughts and sanskars. I also feel unconsciously hopeless.
If you drink water in the morning and you don't drink water throughout the day, and in the evening you say, I am thirsty, what happened? You just didn't drink water. Water was available, you forgot to drink it, or you got so busy in work that you didn't drink it. So beautiful that you're starting your day with Murli, beautiful that you're starting your day with meditation. But in between, such a long day, in between, are you in touch with that experience which you had in the morning, or have you forgotten it completely? If you are in touch with that experience, trust me, negativity will not enter. Whenever we feel negative, we need to check, what are we thinking, which consciousness we got connected to. Am I still connected to that truth which I experienced in the morning? Am I connected to that bliss which I experienced in the morning when I felt that oneness with the divine? If yes, we will not feel negative. So she knows about the Murli, she understands the importance of meditation, and she must be very, very aware about the traffic control, the beautiful art of reconnecting to ourselves throughout the day. Like how we have traffic control, have a traffic control for your thoughts. Clear that traffic also, and you will again be back to your original self. And sometimes it's important for us to address our thoughts. I think that is something which we don't do. Okay, I always say that thought is like the person from who we have borrowed money. Suppose we borrow money from someone and then we don't pick up their calls, or we don't open the doors when they bang. What are they going to do? They're going to bang the door even more, and they're going to call us even more harshly, right? So what is the best thing to do is just take the call and answer them. When are you going to return the money? What is your plan? So the same way, when there is a thought which is bothering us, we need to address that thought. What is this thought? Come on, we'll just talk to your thought. Why are you bothering? What is the thought? Suppose the thought is that when will you have your next promotion? You answer that thought through your intellect, that I am going to have it very, very soon. I am worthy of everything wonderful. And you will see that thought will go. We do not have to let these thoughts sort of take a toll on us. They are our thoughts. They are our faculties. हैं तो हमारे सब कारीगर हैं, हमारे सब सर्वेंट्स हैं. हमारे लिए सबको सब कुछ नेचर ने हमें दिया है. हमारे ही थॉट्स हैं, हमारा ही माइंड है, लेकिन हम ही तो हैं जो इनके मास्टर हैं. Right? We are the driver of that car. So we need to have a good control on all of these things. But addressing our thoughts with positive affirmations really, really helps.
Perfect. Thank you for that answer. And you can also reach out to us on the Instagram handles if you'd like to, get them answered. Also, there's actually a group link, Befikar Patang sessions. You can join this WhatsApp group. All our upcoming sessions and webinars would be posted there.
You can ask your questions. You can reach out to us anytime. We are all connected here. We are all friends. You can reach out to BK Hitesh Bhaiji at his Instagram handle, which is BK Hitesh only. And you can ask his questions to him. You can ask your questions to him. You can reach out to me at mystical.manchanda on Instagram and ask your questions. You can reach out to Sonali ji on Befikar Patang and ask your questions whenever we will have our next sessions. And we are all connected for the same purpose. So let's just be very open and let's just help each other to feel good.
So here's our upcoming programs. It will be on holistic healing, holistic health and healing. It will be a 6 days meditation retreat program and with our guest speakers, PK Hitesh Bhai ji and PK Dinesh Bhai. And here are the modules that we are going to cover: Pursuit of Happiness, My True Identity, Who is the Divine, Pathway to the Divine, Mind, Is it a Bridge or a Barrier, Yogic Lifestyle, and it's going to be from 11th to 16th November, 7:30 to 8:30.
So do make time for this program, which is going to be live very soon, 7:30 to 8:30. Okay, very close to the dinner time. So, dinner is for the physical health, and have some dinner for your mental health every day for 6 days. And it was wonderful connecting with all of you. Let us sit very, very comfortably for a few moments. Let's detach ourselves from all the outer disturbances, entanglements, involvements, responsibilities, work activities, personal activities. And let us just focus on our breaths. Take a deep breath in and release. Breathe in and release. Let us just look at our breath and ask ourselves a simple question. Is it just my breath? Or is it the thread which is holding my life together? Is it the thread which is weaving my life together? Let us have this realization of having this beautiful, wonderful opportunity to be alive. To feel thankful for this breath, which keeps me going. When I inhale, let me inhale positivity. Let me inhale peace. Let me inhale calmness. And when I exhale, let me vent out all the negativity, anything which makes me feel heavy, somebody I have to forgive, something which I have to forget. Let me just do that. Isn't our breath a beautiful example of continuously taking something in and out? The same air makes us feel alive, and the same air we just exude in the environment. So let us only keep inside which is good, and let us exhale everything which is not one. Visualize this circle of white sparkling light getting formed all around you, like a light ball, like a ball of light in which you're sitting very securely and comfortably. Let me remember that I, the consciousness, is always whole, is always complete, is always fulfilled. I do not have to seek happiness. I am happiness. I don't have to seek purity. I am pure. I am already peaceful. Peace is my true nature, my true identity. No matter what I want to do in life, but let me feel complete first. Let me be aware of who I truly am first. My social, occupational, financial, personal, all these aspects will be taken care of when I nurture the self, when I nurture the root of who I truly am. The divine is here. It is only me who is not paying enough attention to His presence. That power has always guided me. That power has always been with me. That power will always be with me. Let me open my window to enter those sun rays, to allow those sun rays and make my day, my room more brighter. Let me open the curtains of my ignorance so that I can experience this beautiful light of the divine. Let me be in touch with the truth of who I truly am, which will automatically guide me to the truth I am made out of. I am whole, I am complete. I feel love, peace, and harmony within me, and I radiate this same into the world. I am a being of light, and I am only in this world to spread light to others, to give light to others, and to share the light with others. Let's slowly open our eyes, but still remain in that inner bliss, that inner consciousness of being that powerful light. I wish you all a wonderful, transformational spiritual journey ahead. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much for this wonderful session.
Most welcome. So I thank all of you on the behalf of me and Hitesh Bhai, and I wish you all the best for everything you wish to do in life. And just take away one small lesson from today's session, that spirituality is very practical. When you see the plant blooming in your house, you know that you have watered the root. It is a very practical example. You don't have to assume that you nurture the root. You know that you nurture the root. That's why you can see the flowers blooming. So if we want the flowers of different aspects in our life to bloom, let us surely make time to to water the root of who we truly are. So all of you who are already meditators, be have a very good discipline in your meditation. Make that time for yourself. And all of you who are new to the meditation lifestyle, please make sure that you spare some time from 11th to 16th of November and connect with us again to learn the very beautiful technique of Raj Yoga meditation. Okay, thank you once again for your precious time.
Om Shanti.